Alright, welcome back to more of Atelier, Yumia, the Alchemist of Memories, and the Envisioned Land. Hello Larsic, welcome to stream. Guess you'll stop your music now. The music in this game is a vibe. Yeah, last time we learned a lot about this lady right here. I didn't actually think there was going to be like true homunculi in this game after they said the mutants were made by alchemy. I thought that was going to be their opportunity to just call them homunculi. But nah, they finally hit us with it. What were we doing at the end of last time? I have no idea. Refill me. It sounds quiet to me. I'm turning it up a little bit. You wanted some puzzles, but nothing too big, so you've been playing some Pictobox? Ooh. I love a good puzzle game. I really want to start playing Blueprints. I just haven't had the time. But I like that kind of puzzle. So, one day. We should probably collect our crap from the greenhouses. Oh good, the mana geysers are spawning. That's nice because I forgot to check that. I can't see anything. Okay. Hi. It's called Pictopix. Ah, I see. Do I want to change this? I feel like I should. Quality up. Metal boost level 2. I don't know that I need that. I mean, maybe if I go to make another metal, I don't know that that's going to happen. Sure, go ahead and use the dark carnation. I've been actually using those in synthesis. Why the heck not? Take me to the next greenhouse. Oh god, I know I moved the greenhouse in the third area. I do not remember where I moved it to. You can still fast forward the production with neutral particles if you want something fast. Oh, I did finally get the duplication thing last time, which I should check on because I made it make me more bismuthine. And I'm sure it's made quite a few bismuthine. I'm gonna leave that making eternal crystals because I think eternal crystals are super useful. Where is the Aruma region? Okay, I think this is a house. I think this is where the no, this is not where anything is. Where did I put the duplication thing? Oh god. I think I put something down here. What was once the greenhouse area, I think is now just a giant altar. Because I had to build something for the main quest. Well, we found the greenhouse. That's something. You can keep making the sterons, that's fine. This might be the only other building area we have. Ah. What do I interact this? It's only made 25. Oh, whatever. That's fine. Keep going, sir. You've got this. How many more bismuthine do I realistically think I'll need? Not that many. But you know, better to have than to not have. Alright, that being said, we're trying to get here today. So I'm interested. That one also had the rectangular button for quick replicate. Interesting. I might do quick replicate because I assume you can put like accessories and armor in there that you've made. And when I go to like actually do that, specifically for the accessories, I might want those to be replicated quickly. I'm already here, my god. I'm already where I need to be. But I need to be up there. There's a staircase here somewhere. Is it around my building? There it is. I have found the staircase. Do you sell anything I care about? You so do. Garden lantern. I'm a sucker for a good lantern. Sort by quantity. You can so have all of these. That's fine. You only need 30 of them. Whatever. I can make a garden lantern. And it's as cute as I thought it'd be. This outer corridor. There you go. That looks like a table. I thought it would be like a hallway. Whatever. I want all the blueprints, so I guess it's fine. Alright, let's go find whatever this is. I don't even remember what we're doing for the main quest right now. Here it is. This is what I was looking for. If you say so, Nina. If you say so. Seems pretty worn down. I wonder if Flammy can make anything of it. Has this thing been here the whole time? I feel like it has not. We've been in this area a lot, and I don't remember seeing this weird structure here. It appears to have an information structure similar to a memory vial. Flammy has the ability to read it. Good for Flammy. A reading complete. Flammy? It appears there was a major underground collapse that occurred around Pagrika term. A collapse. Wait, that's it. What do you mean? That tree was laid bare due to the collapse of the surrounding underground facilities. It's the remains of a central shaft meant for an elevator. Oh, we're gonna replay the beginning of the game. Also, why do they keep calling this a tree? This is not a tree, people. I don't know what I would call this, but I would not call it a tree. Ever. In other words, the area around Pagrika term was originally underground, and the top of the tree was at ground level. That's interesting. Everything around it collapsed. So it was like a mountain, and then the bottom of the mountain was just like, no, I don't want to exist anymore. So that's why the terrain looked completely different from how I remembered. You didn't remember there being a giant mountain there, Nina? Okay. Wow. How did you manage to figure that out, Flammy? This is nothing for a super high-spec independent survey assistant. If that tree is the central shaft for an elevator, there must be a path leading to it. right? Flammy, can you find a path that still seems usable? Of course. You really are a genius today, Flammy. Today? You made a mistake while saying always a genius, Yumia. Let's follow Flammy's route and look for a way to enter the central shaft. Most paths were likely crashed during the collapse. Flammy will search for the paths that have the highest probability of still being intact. I love that this is just a board. It just looks like an empty signboard. But she read all of that from this thing. That being said, I think there were 2 main quests we were working on right now. Yeah, there were. Okay, so before we head for the underground passage, I do want to finish Nina's thing of looking around the commercial district. Just so we can, you know, dot all our I's, cross all our T's, and whatnot. I'm here now. What am I looking for? Is it downstairs or something? Oh. No, it says it's upstairs. Okay. Still upstairs. Okay, I got you. It's a memory vial, Flammy. Understood. Hello, Reembrae. Welcome to stream. This appears to be a segment of an Aladissian press report. Concerns over decrease in homunculus supply. Ew, they call it supply. They couldn't even, like, I don't know, call it birth rates? Something slightly more humane? I don't know. In recent months, there has been a reported 20% decrease in the market supply of homunculi. Senior officials responded, "This is a temporary effect of adjustments to resource allocation and is within expected parameters. As citizens of the Aladissian Empire, we must have faith in the Emperor's leadership and devote ourselves to the service of our country. Glory to the Aladissian Empire." That is the end of the documents. I wonder if this... I think the decrease in supply mentioned here was due to Dr. Marina's escape. After she left, related enterprises stopped functioning. It seems they did a great job covering up the truth, though. I mean, it's bad for business if you say your lead doctor abandoned the project and ran away. So the citizens were never informed about Dr. Marina. It was the sudden disappearance of a senior alchemist belonging to the top research institution in Aladiss. Revealing that to the public would have had huge effects on the Empire's reputation. Yeah, stock prices would have, like, plummeted. It would have been awful. There would have been a lot of riots in the street. It would not have been good. I understand why they wouldn't reveal that. What I don't understand is why Marina didn't let it be known. I guess she didn't want the Empire coming after her more than they already were. Which, fair enough. I didn't realize she was such an important alchemist. Yep. I'm sorry. Back it up, Yumia. You didn't realize that the woman who made the first homunculus was an important alchemist? Hello? Okay, moving on. Even apart from creating homunculi, the Doctor was entrusted with many research projects by the Empire. Unfortunately, none of those projects were the kind she actually wanted to work on. It was far from the ideal setting for pursuing her own research. It's no wonder she wanted to escape. Come, let's move on. There's still a lot more to see. If you actually get stuck, which can happen, the game will detect it and teleport you nearby. That's good. That's good. I appreciate when games do that. Sometimes in the Hello Kitty game I'm playing, I'll accidentally walk into lava and the game immediately teleports me back to safety. And it's funny every time because I'm like, but I needed something on the other side of that lava. All right, where am I going now? Out there. I'm gonna teleport here, outside the building, which will probably be less annoying to navigate through. Okay. Odd words. Bird? Oh, right, I'm still Lenya. I really like playing as Lenya. I don't know why. I just do. Wow. There's so many tall buildings. Yeah, Yumia, we've been here before. It's certainly not a sight that you can see in Ustella. These buildings can't be made without both high-level alchemy and a wealth of human and material resources. Or so the Doctor once told me. It's just as she said. I'm sure Aladiss was once an amazing place. Yeah, before greed set in and they weaponized alchemy. Alchemy holds infinite possibilities. She really liked saying that. These buildings are a symbol of the infinite potential of alchemy, I suppose. What do you mean? The Aladissian Empire relied on alchemy for the majority of its material resources. Most of the materials used in these buildings were likely made in the same way. I see. And the human resources were, yes, they were also made through alchemy. Well, then what were the humans doing? There was a limit to the number of citizens and the labor they could perform, but the Emperor and other top officials figured out a way around that. Turns out that they could just as easily make labor with alchemy. Homunculi and mutants, right? They were all created to obey their master's commands without question. It was most convenient for the Empire. It was also very efficient. Homunculi accumulate memories throughout their lives. When a homunculus dies, those memories can simply be collected and reused as mana. That's interesting. I was always just a research subject. However, so I don't know the specifics of any of that. I had no idea. Can anyone's memories be turned into mana? The Aladissian Empire actually functioned very well under the system. The citizens were kept in the dark about the grim reality that kept things going and enjoyed peace. But the Empire fell. I do remember there was increasing pressure from other nations at the time. Though Aladiss wasn't so weak that it would have lost to those nations had they gone to war. If they do make this game into a trilogy or a duology, I would want to go to other countries. that's around Aladiss and that aren't in shambles, maybe. There must have been some kind of major and decisive issue that occurred internally back then. I didn't just come back here to find out about the doctor and the others. I want to find out what happened to the Empire, too. Getting some pioneering tasks done with Lenya. I finished the pioneering effort last time, but when it forced me to use Lenya, I actually really enjoyed playing as her, so I kind of just want to keep playing as her now. One day I'll actually try Rutger. I think he's the only character I've not tried playing with, really. I mean, I did for whatever pioneering effort required him, but then I immediately switched off. And I don't think I gave him like a good weapon or anything when I was using him. I suppose that's about everything for now. Did you find anything worthwhile from coming here, Yumia? Yeah, I think so. Of all the ruins we've investigated so far, this one had the strongest essence of Aladiss. Alchemy holds infinite possibilities. I think Dr. Marina's words are true. Nothing will happen if we try to learn. Don't try to learn, but to correctly understand things, you need to look beyond simple facts. I think that it's the most important thing I learned here in Aladiss. Like the alchemist in the Ligneous region, who lived assisting the local residents. Like the alchemist from the observatory, who insisted memories should never be disregarded. Understanding reasons, backgrounds, and other things beyond the surface allows us to correctly judge the truth. That's how I feel now. I'm still not really confident about it, though. But that's why I don't think we can just end the story with Nina was a homunculus. Please give me a little more time to think about you and about my own feelings. Despite all the trouble I've caused, you're still willing to see me for who I am. What trouble have you caused? You just didn't disclose your full past. I don't understand why we're so focused on this. I'm sorry, and thank you. Thinking back on it, I think the doctor was also troubled by something, similar to the way you are now, Yumia. As I was just someone being researched at the time, I never really understood her feelings back then. I just wanted to help her. That's all I ever wished for. She really meant a lot to you. Yeah, she meant the world to me. She was strong enough to escape the Empire and pursue the research she truly wanted to do. Yet when she spoke about the results of her experiments, it would always be with the smile of an innocent child. I loved that smile. I must admit, I never really understood a third of what she was saying, though. Anyway, I think it's time we headed back to base. I'll be waiting, Yumia. Waiting for your decision. Oh, I was meant to have done this before we had the talk with Nina. Whoops. Oh well. Oh well. That ship has sailed. There's still more memories that belong to just someone. Aside from the Gotcha, Sophie 2, and the town building game, Atelier has always been trilogies, but not always with the same protagonist. Yeah. I don't know if I like Yumia as a protagonist, but I kind of think it'd be interesting if we had someone from the Wellick tribe maybe as a protagonist, the tribe who like also really shuns alchemy. Perhaps become an alchemist, but I guess that would thematically be very similar to this game. Because the humans are also shunning alchemy, and yet Yumia is an alchemist. I don't know. There's a lot they could do. There's a lot they could do that I think would be interesting.